Hello, everybody. We're here to talk about a lot of important things about life. My name is Charlie. This is Nee,
I'm Neem. Hello.
and we're going to talk a little bit. So, our audience, I want you to know today we're about to talk about depression and stress. And oftentimes, people stress, they depressed, and they don't even know why they stress or depressed.
That is true.
So, these are some of the important things in life, you know, not allowing depression or stress to consume your happiness and letting it consume your soul. So it's very important. So, hello, dear.
Hey, baby.
I wanted to ask you about what do you think about depression and stress?
What do I think about it?
Yes,
I personally think is all in your mind.
all in your mind.
Yes.
So, how do you compare depression and stress? How do you compare that?
How do I compare the two?
Yes. Tell us a little bit more about depression and stress
Well,
in your experience.
in my experience, I believe both of them are kind of similar because if you're depressed, you're also stressed about a situation. In my experience, I've experienced both of them at the same time. So I would say both of them are similar, but at the same time, it's in your mind. You don't have to be stressed. You don't have to be depressed. If you find things that can get you out of that situation that's making you like that.
So, can you tell our audience a little bit more about what do you think causes stress or depression for most people?
Most people, finances, relationships, um, their jobs, things that they're just not happy with within themselves. Also, a lot of people are stressed from bullying, not being accepted in the world, stuff like that. I believe.
So, what you just said, most people get stressed or depressed because of money situation, finances,
Finances, yes.
um, also relationship,
Mhm.
abusive relationship
Yeah.
or bad relationship,
Mhm.
and also you talked about you know people being bullied
Bullied, yes, and not
and
being accepted.
and not being accepted could also cause depression or stress.
Absolutely.
And that is so true because I quite remember, when I was a kid, a lot of kids, I grew up in the military, so in the barracks and stuff like that, kids were very rough and mean and tough, and they trying to intimidate a lot of people, trying to make you feel like you're weak.
They were mean to you guys.
Oh yes, kids were mean. So as a kid, you know, I need to learn to be tough. I need to learn to mentally become tough and strong, and because I see a lot of kids, were
And for
afraid.
the viewers that don't know, baby, tell them where you grew up and where you're from, honey. They might
Oh,
not know that.
oh, I grew up. I
Mhm.
grew up in Africa, West Africa, a place called Ghana.
Ghana, a beautiful
It's
place.
in the West African coast, in off on the Atlantic Ocean. Very beautiful place.
So in
And
the military, they were very hard on.
so because my dad was a soldier, so we live in what they call barracks, where the soldiers lives, and the kids were very very tough and very they will bully you. So
Mm.
through this process, I used to worry, I used to be stressed, and I realized that it was consuming me. I got sick and tired of
Mhm.
letting people bully me. So I taught myself how to be strong, and I started learning how to defend myself.
Good.
And through that, I was able to overcome a lot of the stress and a lot of the stuff that was causing me to be depressed,
Okay.
such as being afraid, being afraid. And so this is how I was able to overcome that. And but I'm not sure about anybody else's experience, because your experience could be different from my experience,
Mm-hmm.
and it could be money situation. It could be somebody trying to, you know, you borrow money from somebody you couldn't pay, and they coming back for their money, and you're afraid, and you feel threatened. But my encouragement to the audience today is that do not let those things consume your soul.
I agree.
Find a way to overcome that. Find a way
Yes.
to fight. You know, even if you need to pray, you know, which is important. Pray. You know, and it's very important. So that is so true. So some of the things that you're talking about money, and
Right.
you know, sometimes I hear people say money is the root of evil,
Mm-hmm.
uh, which is
Which is true.
which is
But you taught me the love of money.
that's right. The
Right.
love of money.
I love how you say that. The
No,
love of money.
money is not the root of evil. It's
Right.
the
People
love.
confuse that. They
It's
do.
the love.
Because I always thought money was the root of all evil. But
Right.
you taught me that the love of money is the root of evil.
Right.
And that is very much true.
Right.
It is.
Right. And when you start loving money, you lose the purpose of what money is for.
Right.
Yeah,
True.
some people will kill for money. They will
They will
destroy for
rob,
money. They will
steal.
do all kinds of stuff for money.
Mm.
You know, because you love it. You letting the love of money consume you. You letting the love of money cause you stress and depression.
True.
But if you put your faith and trust and love in God, He will show you the proper way of dealing with life, dealing with people, dealing with your situation, dealing with yourself,
Right.
you know, dealing with your family, dealing with your, you know, your friends, your loved ones. So that's why it's important to love God, not putting your love in material stuff. But the reason why a lot of us are stressed and depressed because we put our love in material things. We put our whole focus and time in material stuff. And in the end, when you die, you will not take none of this with you.
That's true.
So,
I agree.
you know, so what do you think some of the things that actually, I know that you talk about finances, relationship, abuse, cause stress or depression. But what can you tell the audience? What can you do to actually not allowing stress or depression to take over your life and learning how to come out of it?
It's just simple. Live your life the way you want to live it. Don't let anybody influence you. Don't let no negative energy influence you. Just live the way you want to live. Be
Right.
happy within yourself
Right.
and allow yourself to be happy.
Right.
Don't worry about what other people think.
Mhm.
Don't worry about anything else but
Right.
yourself.
Right.
That's what I believe is the way to not allow stress and depression in your life. Because that's how I started to become not stressed or depressed.
Right.
Because in the beginning, I always cared about how people looked at me or
Mhm.
what people thought about me. And then eventually, I didn't care anymore. And that's how I became more happy.
That is so true. Beloved, we're here to let you know that life is beautiful. There's more.
Love you.
There's more that life could offer you,
That's true, baby.
and you cannot begin your life by allowing bad situation to cause you to stress
Right.
and become depressed.
Yes.
Because stress and depression could kill your soul. It could kill your well-being. And it's
It can
important.
kill others around you also.
Absolutely. It's a very deadly, deadly weapon. And it's important that you don't let your mind stress. You don't let your heart stress.
Yes.
Because when the depression take hold over you, that depression could destroy your life.
That's true, baby.
And I believe that God has a greater plan for all of us. And some are greater than the other. However, it depends on how you position yourself. It depends on how much you could carry on, how much you could take forward.